いたちよ、集えこの巌流島闘技場へ。巌流島世界武術団体対抗戦開幕、選手入場。
All right, Happy New Year, fight fans. Welcome to 2017 and another year of what's going to be some incredible fights. Now, that awesome display that you all just saw right now was by the group Ninja Bujutsu, by the Triangle Connection. And we're coming at you live from Maihama Amphitheater. And what's great about the Maihama Amphitheater is that it was commonly used by Cirque du Soleil back in the day for many of their live performances. And here come the fighters for Ganryujima number 6, 2017. First, Minsu Choi, a Taekwondo fighter from Korea. And joining with me here today is WKN President, Mr. Stefan Cabrera. Hello, Stefan. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year also to all the fight fans, and Happy New Year to Japan. So tonight we are going to have a great show, Japan versus the world.
Definitely. And now here comes our second fighter, Kazuhisa Watanabe, boxing from Japan. This guy's quite a character, isn't he?
Yes, he's a professional boxer with a great experience. Only 2 or 3 lost. This is a great fighter, a little bit aggressive, and a showman.
He's a real showman, isn't he?
Yes, real showman. He's also a good kickboxer.
Yeah, no, a very good kickboxer and a multidisciplinarian. Yep, and Kazuhisa Watanabe is representing water today. Now, there was a dance today that showcased the 5 elements of nature. This was based on the Book of Five Rings Protection, a text on sword fighting and the martial arts written by the swordsman Miyamoto Musashi, circa 1645. And on that note, we have got our third fighter for today from India, Kushti fighter Aditya Katkade.
Yes, a young fighter, a good prospect, coming from a very big style that is very popular in India, the Kushti.
And Aditya is only about 21 years old, but he's already racked 48 career wins in Kushti.
Yes, exactly.
And his opponent from Japan, Hikaru Machida, kickboxing.
Yes, he's a good kickboxer, one of the best in Japan. So we will have a good opposition between a wrestler and a kickboxer.
And Hikaru Machida today is going to be representing the element of water. This is one of the 5 rings that Miyamoto Musashi wrote about. Now, in terms of what these 5 elements represent, the work that he wrote was divided into 5 books corresponding to the elements of earth, water, fire, wind, and void. And the display that you witnessed at the beginning was a display of these 5 elements. And our 5th fighter from Brazil, capoeira fighter Marques Lelo Aurelio.
Yes, he's a very spectacular fighter. All the time he's making good performance, very good leg, good jump. This is also a good person and a great fighter for this evening.
His fighting is absolutely beautiful to watch, especially those kicks which just come out of nowhere and pummel
his
their
style
opponent.
is a mix of dance and fight.
Yep, no, definitely. And this is what's going to be really exciting is Aurelio's opponent today is Shinsuke Seto, a northern praying mantis fighter from Japan.
This is a pure martial arts fighter with beautiful technique, coming from Kung Fu, very famous Chinese martial arts, and I am sure the opposition will be something special.
Oh, definitely. I mean, these 2 fighters are both fighters and dancers, so it's going to be one of the most beautiful fights we've ever seen. And Shinsuke Seto is going to be representing the element of fire, I believe. The next one is going to be the tournament of wind. So we have Kazuhisa Watanabe representing earth, Hikaru Machida representing water, Shinsuke Seto of fire. And making its debut to Ganryujima, Kikuno, which is going to be fought by Leonardo Brama from Italy.
Leonardo Brama is a specialist of the Jet Kundo, that was the martial arts famous by Bruce Lee. He's a world traveler fighter, fight nearly everywhere in the world, and for him it's a big challenge to face, you know who.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think we all know who he's going to be facing. Representing the element of wind, we have got national treasure Kiyoshi Tamura, U-Style Pro Wrestling.
Yes, Tamura is a legend in the MMA scene in the world. For me, like an example to follow because he's 48 or 47 years old.
47, 48 years old,
and
yeah.
still there, and you can see in good shape. He doesn't look like he looks 30, and always making great fight. He has a big vicious spirit. He's very strong.
And he's got incredible stamina, doesn't he?
Exactly.
And here we go, representing the final element of Void. And from Brazil, we have got MMA specialist Kevin Souza.
Yes, this fighter is famous in the UFC also, in the Bellator. This is a revenge. So we will have a great fight because you know the opponent.
Oh, yeah.
Win last time the tournament. So for him it's a new challenge to beat.
Souza's actually fought his opponent today before in the UFC, and he knocked him out in the middle of the first round.
Yes, exactly.
But of course, his opponent is none other than Katsunori Kikuno, Okinawa Kempo Karate and reigning Ganryujima champion.
We can say this is our champion. This is the All Asian Tournament champion. So for him tonight, it's a very important fight and a big step in his career because he has the chance to get his revenge in front of his all Japanese fan.
And so far, Kikuno is completely undefeated in Ganryujima. He has defeated every single opponent, all of them by knockout. He's got an incredible punch.
This is a karate fighter, and he has a style that I never seen in the world like this for fighting. He's very special, so we can be sure the last fight will be something incredible special.
So today we have got the Book of Five Rings, the 5 elements of Earth, Water, Fire, Wind, and Void, represented by these 10 incredible fighters with 10 different fighting styles from around the world. Let's all tune in to Ganryujima number 6 World Group Tournament 2017.
巌流島世界武術団体対抗戦2017開幕。
Okay, and we're about to begin our first fight for today, the fight representing Earth. This is going to be between Kazuhisa Charisma Watanabe, a boxer, and Minsu Choi, taekwondo fighter.
Yes, a very strong opposition between two sports that are also Olympic sports. Watanabe, that is an aggressive fighter, that has a professional boxing career with a lot of wins. Also a good kickboxer, versus a fighter from Taekwondo, very famous now because of the Olympic. They have extremely good leg and strong stamina. So we'll have a good fight and for sure a different opposition.
Definitely. Now you notice the projection mapping on the ring that we got today. That is really impressive.
This is very impressive. This is the name is mapping. It's something that makes you the ring in 3D. It's something very special. It's very attractive.
That's correct. And from the blue side, we have got our first fighter, Minsu Choi, taekwondo fighter from Korea. Not to be confused with the popular Korean actor who's also called Minsu Choi. Now, taekwondo has got quite an interesting history behind it, doesn't it?
Yes, an interesting history. It was created in the 50s, 60s, and they are specialists with the leg. Spinning back kick, high kick. They are very strong with the leg.
Definitely. And his opponent from the red corner, we have got boxer Kazuhisa Charisma Watanabe. Now, this guy is a real personality, isn't he?
Yes, and also this is a showman. And but he looks sometimes a bad boy, but he's not a bad boy. He's a nice person. This is his way of fighting. I mean, he has this
persona.
way of... Yes, exactly. But he is a nice person also. And a very strong fighter.
I mean, an incredible fighter. He's the 52nd Japanese featherweight champion, and as you've seen from previous Ganryujima tournaments, he engages in all kinds of fighting styles. He's quite a multi-talented guy.
Yes, he knows a little bit of everything.
But you know,
so he can adapt very well in the Ganryujima rules.
What's funny about Watanabe is his hobby is apparently gambling. I
Yes,
wonder if he
I
gambles
heard
on his
about
own
it.
fights.
Maybe he's millionaire. We don't know.
テコンドー代表韓国チェ・ミンス
So it looks like we have got a very serious fighter against the bad boy fighter, but like you were saying, Watanabe is a nice guy.
Yes, he's a nice guy, but on the fight he come for win, so he has his style. You can see with the eyes.
Oh yeah, well this is competition for a reason, folks. These guys are here to win.
Usually he start the fight very quick, but let's see.
Well, Watanabe was saying at his interview he would just like to get the fight over with, so let's see if that
Let's see
happens.
if he does.
And Watanabe, the way he eyes his opponent.
But you can see the rules is very nice. Also presentation with
Oh,
the
it's
salutation
beautiful.
of the public,
Yep.
salutation of the fighter, with the referee on the middle, with beautiful Aikido style dress in blue. It's very nice.
Well, that's a trademark of Ganryujima. It's above all respect for the art form,
Yes,
respect
of
for the
course.
fight, and respect for each fighter.
This is what they are trying to do, and they are impressive now with the number 6.
Mm-hmm.
I am sure the number 5 was great. I'm sure the number 6 will be even better.
Oh, definitely. I mean, after that opening display, I think we are getting bigger and better with this
Yes.
tournament.
You can see the audience, many people,
Yep.
and great fight. Let's see.
Okay, and here we go. We begin the first fight. Oh, and Watanabe comes in hard. Oh,
They go in the
but
ground.
Choi, yep, brings him down. Okay, Watanabe is out for blood, but Choi is grappling hard with him as well.
They know also grappling for sure. They train hard for this fight. So.
And that's a
Great.
slam down. Oh, and Watanabe punches him hard, but Choi tries to counter with a triangle.
They control each other.
Okay. Very close to the ring.
the
Remember,
ring.
if you're
Yes,
out of the
yes,
ring
yes.
3 times, you lose. Oh, and Watanabe lands another punch.
5 4 3
Watanabe will try to
1
take him out.
Boom. And just like you've seen, that was 15 seconds on the ground.
50
After
seconds.
15, you've got to get up again.
But it's an excellent rule
It is.
because you need to be very effective, very quick. If you are not, they separate you and you have to continue the fight.
Exactly. And that's what. Oh, and a nice little. That was a bit of a
Very nice
capoeira
kick.
move from him,
Yes,
wasn't
exactly.
it? That's a trademark of Watanabe, is all these different fighting styles that come out of him.
Yes, he can adapt to any kind of fighter.
But
But
Choi's
you
got
can
him on
see
the
that
ground.
the fighter from Taekwondo, he knows also on the ground because he has a good control.
Definitely, and he's landing a couple punches on
Yes,
Watanabe.
yes.
Oh. Well, it doesn't look like this will be an easy fight for
No,
Watanabe.
not easy, no. This is very similar level. Different style with similar level.
Oh, and a nice little spinning punch, but seems to have fallen off balance a bit. And now Watanabe is landing a few punches, but Choi is defending himself nicely.
Yes, you can see control with the leg also.
Choi is very good at countering his attacks, isn't he?
Yes. But I didn't see for now his Taekwondo technique. He didn't use too much the leg.
They are engaging in an awful lot of ground attacks, and this is already the 3rd one.
Yes. Let's see. That's
Oh.
it. Yeah, this is a traditional Taekwondo technique. Oh,
The spin kick.
yes, spinning back kick. But I'm very surprised. Watanabe is quite strong in the ground. On the judo technique, he knows. We can see.
Like you said, he adapts. He can
adapts
fight many different
always,
styles.
yes. Because he was doing boxing, kickboxing. For sure, he do some MMA also.
But he does have a bruise on his forehead, so he's taken a couple hard punches from Choi. Oh!
But he didn't touch. But
Yep. If it did touch, he'd be
yes,
out.
exactly, yes.
Oh! These guys are both
Watanabe
going
is
strong
now
against
starting
each
to
other.
box, yes.
There we go. Oh!
A low kick.
Oh! And Choi is
This
down!
is the boxing style. This
That hit hard. That hit hard, and Watanabe knows it.
left, right, very clear.
Now let's see if Choi can counter with
Now
it.
I
Oh,
think Watanabe start the show.
yeah. Oh! And that's the end of round 1. Absolutely beautiful. Now
Yes.
there's going to be a 60-second interval between rounds at Ganryujima. That was quite an impressive first round to the first match of the year.
Impressive, many different action, but I cannot say which one was better. It was like a mix. It means they are a little bit equal. Oh, look at the jump.
Yeah, that's how he began the match. I think his intention was to take him out right then and there.
Yes.
But Choi is quite a formidable opponent.
And I am surprised because no one of them get out of the ring. They stay all inside.
They did have
Oh,
3
this is
ground
the heavy
attacks, but
punch.
yep.
And I think now another one.
That's the punch that, put
Ooh.
Choi down. Ooh, that one hit hard. You could tell. He was a bit shocked by that.
You can see it's very strong mind, strong concentration maximum.
I mean, it may be a short period of time, but it must feel like an eternity to these guys when they're on the ring.
Exactly. But have to be very careful with the Taekwondo fighter because they have legs that are very impressive and you cannot see from where it's coming. Like capoeira a little bit, not that much, but in the same style.
And the fighters are both back on the ring for round 2. Let's see if this will decide the match.
We can see they are in good physical condition because they don't look tired.
Yep, not at all.
Not at all.
Watanabe can't wait to get started. And
it's very strange to see Watanabe without guard because he's a boxer. And usually you need to be the hand, stand up all the time.
I think he heard you. He just put his arms up.
Yes. So let's see.
Oh! Okay, and they got each other in the headlock.
Yeah.
And Choi tries to bring him down. Oh, is he going to try taking him out of the ring?
Be for the first time outside.
Nope, and they're down. It's another ground attack. Choi's trying. Oh, there we go. He's landed a punch.
Yes.
And another one.
So
Watanabe's taken a few punches from Choi. And he's out.
It looked like Watanabe make an injury on the leg.
Looks
I
like
see
it. Yeah.
with the face, his face was not so...
He was hobbled a bit, wasn't he?
Am I right? Oh,
Yep.
but let's see.
The referee gives a time stop. Let's see what's happened to Watanabe. He does seem to be in quite a bit of pain.
Oh, maybe it's the knee.
Did
Maybe
he twist
not the
something?
leg. Yeah, maybe twist. Yeah,
Ooh.
for sure. Yeah.
Oh, this might be difficult. Yep. The ref tells him, no.
Yeah, I feel it on his face when he was on the ground. He was like not so well. But let's see. He's a warrior, so he will not want to stop so easy.
His face says, I want to get back in there.
As you say, possibly twist his knee.
Yeah, he's holding his knee, isn't it? Or is it his foot?
Or the
His
foot.
ankle?
Let's see. Normally the ankle is growing very quick if you make an injury. So we could see. Let's see. So you can see very safe rules.
Definitely.
The doctor comes immediately.
And that's another great thing about Ganryujima. I mean, these guys pummel each other, but they do care about their safety.
But I think it will be difficult for him now.
Yeah,
because
he's clearly at a disadvantage now, but his never say die spirit may win this one out.
No, of course, he's the warriors, but
Yep.
the stability will be different.
Oh, yeah, he's down, but you can tell he's not as intense as he was at the beginning.
No. With an injury on the ankle like this,
It must be hard to focus on the fight.
because he cannot have the stability.
And Choi's landing a few more punches. Okay, and the ref breaks it. They're both up.
Minsu start to be more confident now.
Definitely, yeah.
Yes.
I think at the beginning he might have been a little
heavy
intimidated,
punch.
but here's the thing about Choi, he's a 5th-degree black belt in Taekwondo.
Yes,
So
exactly.
he's
yes.
at a very
an
high
expert
level.
in
Yeah.
Taekwondo. But he's also good in the ground because most of the time he's on Watanabe.
Definitely.
Very heavy punch.
Landing a couple heavy punches. Now, what's interesting about Choi is he's fighting very well today, but he's actually lost more bouts than he's won over the
Look,
course
the
of his
stability.
career.
It's very difficult for Watanabe.
Yeah. Oh, and he lands a kick on his
Taekwondo,
chest.
this
Oh,
will be
I
hard.
think this might be over. And he's down.
Not so easy because Watanabe is a real warrior and he will not go.
Dodging punches with his head.
This is a
Oh,
boxer,
and he
so
lands. Yeah. Oh, Watanabe is ready for more.
they are very, very brave.
Oh boy, he is clearly in a lot of pain here, but he is not giving up. He is not giving up. Look at the determination on him.
It will not so easy.
And Watanabe lands a punch.
Yes. Strangulation.
Yep. It's got him in the headlock, and it's very difficult to defend this when your legs are weak.
Yes, you cannot.
Oh, but he throws him over. Still, Choi still got him in his grip. Oh boy, Watanabe is clearly in a lot of pain here.
Yes, this start to be difficult for him.
Ooh.
The rules, they are perfect. It means they need to be effective very quick, efficient very quick.
Definitely. And speaking of very quick, that's the end of round 2. There's
It
going
will
to be
be
a 60-second
very
interval.
difficult for him to
Yeah.
go back. He cannot even walk.
He can barely walk here. Ooh, he must have twisted it pretty badly. Is this what did it? Over here. Ah, okay. There we go, right there.
I see on his face that he was not well.
There was a
Something
twist there, wasn't
happened.
it?
Yes.
That's what's really quite unpredictable about the human body. It's very strong, but yet so fragile.
Yeah,
right?
especially that if this is twist like this most of the time the ligament, so you cannot stand up.
Right.
It's not like a breaking. With a breaking, I think he doesn't want to give up. He doesn't want.
Yep. The doctor's
But the
basically...
doctor is the one that will take the decision.
The doctor's telling him, I can't let you get back in the ring. Watanabe says, I want to go back. I want to go back. One more round. Just one more back. Let me get back in there. One more round.
Yeah, but this is very, very important. You know.
Oh, definitely. But that's what's great about Ganryujima, is this concern for the safety of the fighters.
Yes, of course. The doctor need to have always the last decision is the doctor. If he decides the fighter cannot go, they cannot go.
Oh, Watanabe wants to get back in really badly. But I don't think it's going to happen. Yep.
He doesn't have to be sorry. This happened. This is not something that, you know what I mean. He make a great fight.
Definitely.
So this is the sport. And we have some rules, of course.
Well done, Watanabe. You did your best.
Yes, you did your best, and the Korean was at the end a little bit stronger. So this is very important to have the safe rules and to not have injury with the fighter. And the rules that the doctor decides is something very important. Look, you can see, cannot even work. So after it will have been dangerous.
Yep, and the announcement right now was from the doctor saying that Watanabe can no longer walk, and therefore we cannot continue with the next round. And the first fight of this evening is won by Minsu Choi. Well, he put up a really good fight.
He was a great fighter, was clever, he make his job very well, take his chance on the right moment, and win the fight.
Most definitely. Well, that was a great first fight for this evening by
great fight.
Blue Side Minsu Choi.
Ganryujima 世界武術団体対抗戦2017次鋒戦青方コシティ代表インドアディチャ・カトカデ
From blue side, Kushti. From India, Aditya Katkade.
And we're about ready to get the second fight started. First, coming in from the blue side, Kushti fighter Aditya the Kid Katkade.
Yes, fighter from Kushti, very popular in India. He's a wrestling that is done on the ground, and they are extremely strong.
Extremely strong, and Aditya is only 21 years old, but he's currently the Kushti national champion, having won 48 bouts, and he's not even 22 yet.
Yes, because they are fighting at the age of 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. So of course they have a big experience.
From red side, kickboxing. From Japan, Hikaru Machida.
And his opponent, kickboxer Hikaru Flash Punch Machida.
Yes, he's an excellent kickboxer. I can say that he's on the top 20 in the world. Great fighter with an extremely strong left hook.
Definitely.
He
And
do it like a sword. It's something special.
exactly. He's got that trademark move where it looks like he's about to draw a sword, but he draws a punch, hence flash punch.
We can call this the sword punch or the sword hook. Something very, very special. That he's the only one in the world to use this technique.
Definitely. Now, Machida has been a fighter for less than 10 years, but he's already racked up about 5 championship divisions.
Yes, no, this is a great fighter. He has a long history in fighting, in kickboxing. I told you he's on the top 20 in the world.
So today we get to see kushti versus kickboxing, wrestling versus kickboxing.
Yes, this will be very interesting opposition because this is totally 2 different sports.
And that's another fascinating trademark of Ganryujima, pitting 2 completely different fighting styles against
Yes,
each other.
and in some rules that everybody can compete, what is also something very important.
So I guess Katkade would be going for more of a pushing, grappling,
Yes, he's
tackling
going to
approach.
try to go on the ground or to take the fighter in the hand, something like this, because with the kick they are not so strong in kushti.
And I guess Machida's going to try deciding it
Yes,
with a
of
few
course.
well-placed
Yes,
kicks.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
He's a kickboxer, he's a fighter that likes the impact, so he will try to give impact as quick as possible.
Machida's actually got quite a fascinating story. He was quite the introvert as a kid.
Yes, this is what I know about him, yes.
He apparently contemplated suicide when he was in
But you
junior
can
high
see now
school.
he's a great sportsman. so
Yeah.
he was probably saved by the sport.
And here we go. Oh, look at his stance. Look
yes,
at that.
he has a strange style.
He's almost like he's trying to hypnotize him or something. Look at that. Oh, Katkade doesn't quite. Okay, he goes in for a grapple.
Yes, grappling.
Oh, and he throws him down.
But you will see that kushti fighter is very strong in the ground. Very, very strong, yes. You know, they train 4 times a day, around 8 hours each day.
Wow. Full-time job, isn't it?
Yes. You can see he's very strong in the ground.
Okay, and the ref breaks it, and both get up again. Okay, and let's see what Machida's going to try to do now.
Oh, Machida he has a strong punch, you know. If he's success with the punch, but Katkade he knows this, so
Yep,
he will try to avoid to take it.
he's keeping his hands close to his
yes,
face,
yes,
isn't he?
yes. Oh, heavy punch by Katkade also.
It's a kick and a punch at the same time, isn't it? And Katkade's out of the ring.
But they go together, so I
Yes,
think
they
it's
were
the
out
same,
together, yes. So that one doesn't count.
What is an excellent rules also.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Only
give
one
any-
can be out. Oh, nice low kick.
He's trying to fool him by putting his hands up and landing a kick, isn't he?
This fight is very interesting, very clear.
Very clear. Yeah, great technique by both fighters. And another kick. And Katkade goes in
This,
for a tackle.
Traditional kushti technique, they go front. And you will see now. Oh, let's see.
And both
They
are on the ground.
Yeah, they are controlling each other. So
Yep.
I'm not
Neither
sure
is
we'll
letting
see-
the other have the
yes,
advantage.
Yes.
5、4、3、2、1。
Okay, and the ref breaks it.
This
They're
is
back
an
up
excellent fight. I like the opposition. It's very, very clear, very nice technique. Both fighters are in good shape. You can see they're not tired.
again. They're both in command of their crafts, aren't they?
You see, this was the sword technique, but he take it in the gloves.
No, say this for Katkade. He's defending himself very well in this match.
Yes.
As you know, in October, Katkade made his debut with Ganryujima, and he lost to MMA fighter Aki Hikomori.
Yes, exactly. But it was difficult for him the first time. Now he has more time to train. And look at this! Great!
Nice
great.
slam down. But the ref breaks it. You can tell Katkade has really figured Ganryujima out between
Yes,
the two
exactly.
bouts.
Yes, because they train on the Ganryujima style. They look video. They really train on the style.
But Machida's landing a few
Punch,
kicks.
yes, very nice.
And the crowd loves it. They're chanting along with every kick. Saved by the drum.
Yes.
Machida got pretty aggressive towards the end, didn't he?
Yes, it was a very, very nice round. Katkade was a little bit stronger on the start, but at the end you can see that the opposition changed.
But say this for Katkade, I mean, you know, the first time around he clearly did not quite get the Ganryujima style, but I guess that goes for every fighter. Yeah.
And with a fighter with Machida, you have to be very careful, because you can see when he found the key, he give a lot of knee, like 6, 7, because he found. He's a fighter with impact, a striker, so you can see, yes.
And he was landing several of those strikes, but look at Katkade.
But he has a good defense, Katkade, with the hand.
Definitely, he's keeping his arm in the right place.
You can see the fighter in full concentration, and also very good physical condition. They are not tired, you can see easy.
That's what's impressive about Katkade. He's not physically very imposing. He's quite slim, but he's very well built, isn't he?
Look shy like this. He doesn't have any impress.
He doesn't look like a fighter, but
he is.
But he is.
You can see.
You can tell.
So now let's see the second
Round 2.
Okay, round 2, Machida versus Katkade. Flash punch versus the kid. Let's see what Machida's going to try doing here. Oh, and Katkade throws him down.
Yes, Kushti technique on the front.
Machida lands a punch.
Yeah.
Oh, and he lands him down again.
Yes. But Machida has also a good technique on the floor.
But you can tell Katkade doesn't do much once he gets him down. He doesn't try landing any punches or anything.
No. Let's see.
Okay, here we go again.
Heavy punch from
there we
Katkade.
go. And both of them.
Yes. This is a fight very equal. They are controlling each other with different technique.
Definitely.
But it's make a very nice and clear fight, what is very important. Heavy low kick, kickboxing technique, the classic one. 2, 3.
I think you could hear that slap from outside the arena.
Machida is clever because...
What a beautiful upset by Katkade.
It was a change of position.
Yep.
Machida is trying to kick as much as he can Katkade. Like this he cannot move so well. You understand? So the position, a lot of kick to disturb his position.
And his Katkade... Seems like Katkade felt that last punch a bit too hard.
Yeah, he was touched 2 times.
Okay, and now they're down.
Now let's see.
And now Machida tries to... Yep.
Yes.
They were both out.
Yeah.
Nice move on Katkade's part. He's very good at dragging Machida out with him, when he gets thrown out.
Machida is very impressive now. Very nice.
Now they're even.
I can see that now Machida is put a lot of power in all his actions. It starts to be a little bit difficult for Katkade.
Definitely. I think he felt that quick kick quite a bit. And, they're both out.
Yes. Machida looked full of energy.
Yes.
Very, very... Yeah.
You can tell Katkade is getting a little bit tired in this round.
Now it's more difficult for him.
Yep.
I think all the heavy punch he takes with the knee make him more tired.
Yeah, Machida's landing a lot of punches onto Katkade, and Katkade can't seem to do anything about it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And the ref breaks it.
50 seconds, what is an excellent rules.
Okay, and the fight's on again.
Very nice middle kick.
And Katkade's out again. If he's out one more time, he loses the match.
Yes.
But that's the end of the round. Wow.
I was impressed by Machida this time.
Oh, definitely. Katkade seemed to have learned Ganryujima very well in the first round, but in the second round, Machida really struck back, didn't he?
Because Machida is a striker, so he was waiting maybe the first round to see, and the second round he go with the punch, and always forward, you can see.
The first time around, Katkade pulled a nice little upset, but then the second and the third time, he didn't have much, he couldn't do anything against that.
You can see the kick, they are very clear, and the punch also. So now Katkade, I think he has to take it on the ground and try to finish, because it will be difficult, because if he has a lot of energy.
Definitely, but that's also another great thing about Ganryujima. They keep their fights short and to the point.
Yes, of course. This is very good also.
You never feel like any of the fights drag in Ganryujima.
Yes, exactly. So the last round, let's see.
So, Katkade versus Machida, round 3. Let's see which fighter is going to take home the bacon with this one.
Final round.
And here we go, final round. Oh,
yes, Kiyoshi is exactly the traditional.
Oh, it seems like it was not a good move on his part, though. He's getting pummeled on the head.
But the punch are not so efficient because they are in the gloves. Cannot damage too much.
Oh, but he's using his elbows now.
50 seconds. And the referee are excellent also.
And they're both out. But you can tell Katkade is getting pretty tired now.
Now we start to be tired because he take a lot of punch.
And I guess that's one thing about Koshi is there's not much impact in Koshi. It's mostly
no,
a
there is
grappling.
not at all.
Yeah.
This is all from grappling and power in the hand. They have a lot of power in the hand. But I think Machida found the key of the fight. It's with you see a lot of knee
and they're both out again.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh boy, yeah, Katkade looks beat.
Yes. You can see the referee are excellent. You have one referee on the middle and few around that are controlling all the action. This is very important. This is only Ganryujima do this. Spinning back fist, very nice kickboxing action.
And Machida's landing a series of kicks. Katkade is down on the ground. Oh, and Machida's landing several punches. He tries blocking him.
He punched, but this is not efficient on the floor.
And Katkade is out.
Too tight.
Yeah, fortunately it's a new round, so if he gets thrown out 3 times in one round, he loses.
Heavy punch.
And they're both out.
Machida is putting all his energy now, you can see.
Katkade is just trying to survive till the end now.
This is very hard now. You can see the sword punch, I see.
Yep.
He couldn't.
Doesn't seem like there's much Katkade can do at this point. And he gets thrown.
Yes, Katkade can win on an action like this. He can win if he grabs strong, but no. They are controlling each other.
Yep. But Machida is landing a series of punches to Katkade's head. How much Katkade
but this
can
is
do
not...
about this? Okay, and the ref breaks it.
So Machida also start to be tired because a lot of action. I think it's a cut also. What I see, a little bit.
Well-placed kick, and they're both out.
This fight is non-stop.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's been non-stop.
And we're less than 10 seconds to go.
You see, I told you he was cut somewhere. I have seen.
And it's almost over. Yep, and that's it.
Great fight. Machida make it.
Oh yeah. I mean, the fight was clearly in Machida's favor.
Yes. The first round, no, but the second and the third, yes. For me. And you see, he was cut. I didn't see the action, but it was a punch or something like this. Excellent.
Yeah, that will knock the wind out of you.
But we can also say that Katkade is very brave, like very strong, because he take punch. It was not easy, but he didn't give up. I mean, you cannot see on his face that he is going to give up. He was going until the end and make his fight the best he could. Unfortunately, Machida was better.
Well, the true stamina of a Koshi fighter, isn't it?
Yes. But the problem is that when they are on the up, they have difficulty to fight. But on the ground, they are very strong. Yes.
But that's also an interesting facet of Ganryujima. There are all these different fighting styles which have advantages when standing, advantages on the ground, but the rules are exactly the same for everyone.
Exactly the same, because they have all a chance to win. You know what is very important for a sport. If you have some rules that the guy that is punching, he has more chance, he has no interest. The interest is to have that everybody can fight and everybody can win also. This is very important. You can see was cut on the...
Yep.
梅木赤町田
Okay, so if we got one for Machida.
福新伊藤赤町田
Another one for
福
Machida.
新永瀬赤町田
And the winner by unanimous decision, Hikaru Flash Punch Machida.
It was a fair decision.
Yeah, very
and
fair decision.
Very interesting fight.
Oh, definitely.
You can see Machida. He has a good, maybe good future with Ganryujima because he gives some good punch, but also on the ground he was not so bad. And he understands very well the rules to take out the opponent out of the ring, what is very important in Ganryujima.
But what's impressive also about Machida is just what a survivor he is, because here's a guy who thought about killing himself in junior high school, and he decided, before I die, I want to just be able to do one thing really well. And he was inspired. He originally wanted to be a wrestler, but he couldn't make his body big enough. And then he read the comic book Tomorrow's Joe, that Japanese comic about the boxer. And then he decided boxing is what I want to do, and it seems like it's working out for him
Yes, of
brilliantly.
course, because you know, for the young people when they are a little bit lost, the sport is most of the time the key of the success to go back in the society. And of course, martial arts with the rules, with the discipline, with all that go around this. Of course, if you have a good master also, put you on the good road. And this happened. I have seen also many examples like this.
And the winner of fight number 2 is Hikaru Flash Punch Machida. Well done, Hikaru.
Ganryujima 世界武術団体対抗戦2017中堅戦青方カポエイラ代表ブラジルマーカス・レロ・アウレリオ
From blue side, Capoeira, Brazil, Marcos Leonardo.
All right, fight fans, we're about to get fight number 3, the Fight of Fire, started. First with, from Brazil, Capoeira, the Dance of Warfighter, Marcos Lelo Aurelio.
Yes, Marco Aurelio, great capoeira fighter. Style very, very popular in Brazil, even ranking in the UNESCO in 2040. So
it was given a UNESCO World Heritage spot, wasn't it?
This is a sport that was practiced long ago by the slave, the African slave. And you can see the dance, the heart, and the fight in one sport. This is very, very nice. And Aurelio is one of the most strong specialists of this sport in the world.
And you can tell it was a fight that was designed to just be used by people who don't have any weapons otherwise, because the movements, like what Aurelio just showed, are so elaborate yet beautiful to watch. I mean, it's a dance just as much as it's a fight.
This is very beautiful, but don't forget this is very efficient also. What is
赤方東洋
making
圏代
this
表
style very special.
日本瀬戸伸介
From red side, Ray Mantis style, Japan, Shinsuke Seto.
And his opponent fighting the Northern Praying Mantis style, Shinsuke Dragon Seto.
Yes, very nice fighter also. Special style. He's very flexible also. And he's very, very brave, because I see 2 of his fights already. We see together.
Definitely.
He win 2 fights, so it means that he's unbeaten in Ganryujima.
Although what's interesting is, although he's unbeaten in Ganryujima, he's been quite disappointed that he hasn't been able to showcase his Northern Praying Mantis style, and he said he would love to do it this time around.
Yes, but I'm sure that this fight is something very, very special.
I mean, this is basically a fight between 2 dance warriors, basically.
Exactly, yeah, because the mantra style, the style of Kung Fu is very, very nice, like like the water going, like this is very, very beautiful.
It's a very flowy style, isn't
yes,
it?
exactly, yes.
I mean, so basically you got Northern Praying Mantis versus Capoeira, 2 of the most beautiful martial arts.
They are very beautiful martial arts, but they are efficient also.
Oh yeah, beautiful but deadly.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so both fighters enter the ring. Two dancers, Seto and Aurelio. Let's see who's going to win this one. This should be a really fun one to watch.
Respect between the two fighters, as always.
Another Ganryujima trademark.
Yes,
respect.
Of course. Yes, respect. Yep. Salutation of the public, salutation of the referee.
And Aurelio forgot to bow.
Yes. And now, let's go.
Okay, and now the dance to defeat begins.
Round
The question is, which one's going to be defeated and which one's going to win? And here we go.
Maybe Aurelio this time will be a little bit more careful because usually he goes straight with the jump.
Definitely. Oh, but that kick hit hard. Oh, but a nice counterpunch by Seto.
Look at the guard of Seto. Exactly the monkey style.
Nicely grabbed by Seto, though.
Yes, exactly.
But of course, Capoeira warriors, they are strong on the ground, aren't they?
Yes, also, yes, exactly. Very strong in the ground.
Seto trying to land a few punches, but Aurelio
especially
countering
that
nicely.
most of the Brazilian fighters, they also study jiu-jitsu and all the ground martial arts. They have their own jiu-jitsu, their Brazilian jiu-jitsu is very famous.
Brazilian martial artists are very good on the ground, aren't they?
Me, I was always impressed about the guard of Seto.
Look at the way he's got his left hand out the whole
exactly.
time. But
Heavy
nicely
punch,
countered by Aurelio. And Seto is out.
Yes, for the first.
Did you see how he just grabbed his hand and punched him with his
I
left
feel
hand?
Aurelio very concentrated on this fight. You can see he doesn't jump too much. He's more concentrated on the striking efficient. At the moment, let's see more. But at the moment, he
is countering Seto's attacks nicely. And they're on the ground.
Yes.
Okay.
Aurelio on the ground is very strong also.
Aurelio really going on the offensive here.
Oh,
not much
very,
Seto
very,
can do
very,
about this.
very heavy punches.
Yep,
Yes,
that's it. The referee has stopped this fight, and Aurelio wins this one by Ippon in the first round. And now he's showing off his moves. Look at that.
So you can see, he didn't fight like usual this time. This time he was more like a striker and more efficient on the ground. Striker and on the ground, the two.
And I think Aurelio's really learned because he hasn't quite been able to win in his previous Ganryujima bouts.
Yes.
I mean, he's won fights, but he's never won a decision. This one, he just won in the first round by
Yes, on
Ippon.
the first one, yes. Oh, heavy punch.
Yeah, I mean, the way he just grabbed his hand and punched with his free arm was incredible.
I think it's possible because of the last loss with Michel Verginelli, you remember? That now he's changing a little bit the style because with Michel, he make a lot of spinning back kick, but was not efficient enough, and he lost the fight. So this time you see,
he toned down the color this time, you could say, right?
Yes,
he focused more on just
you can
straight
see he's
fighting.
a good fighter in the ground. He proved it, and very quick also.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
For him it's good because he lost last time, you see, and this time he wins, so it's make a good balance. So let's see the next time if he fight, what will be the style he will do, because he can do all kind of fight, you can see now.
And that's another beautiful thing about Ganryujima is you can see how the fighters evolve as they fight in this tournament. They understand the rules, they understand the settings.
Because they are also improving at the gym. It's mean every day they are not training like usual now. They are fighting Ganryujima. They are training as Ganryujima style, what is something completely new. And more they will fight better.
Now Seto, on the other hand, because he'd won his two previous bouts, it seems like he wasn't quite ready to face Aurelio.
I think he take few big punch, you can see, and then on the ground Aurelio was too strong and too quick.
And there you have it, folks. The fire round of this Ganryujima tournament is won by Marcus Lelo Aurelio, and he is still going at it. This is absolutely beautiful.
This is capoeira.
Yep. I mean, of course, the world-famous breakdancing, that came from capoeira.
Exactly,
tell, right?
yes. Very nice. The two brothers, his Aurelio brother.
Well done. You can tell his friend was just waiting to get into the ring with him and do that together. All right, congratulations, Aurelio. You did it.
団体対抗戦2017副賞戦青方ジークンドー代表イタリアレオナルド・ブラマ
From blue side, Kikuno, Italy, Leonardo Brama.
All right, fight fans, we're about ready to get started with the next fight in the wind category of the element categories. Coming out of the blue side, we have got Jikundo fighter, Italian Leonardo Ninja Brama.
Yes, he's an excellent fighter from Italia. That is a specialist of Jet Kundo, the martial arts that everybody knows because of Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, yes.
And for him, it's a big fight because this is a chance, you know. You know that if he beat Tamura in Japan, for him is the start of a new story.
Well, not only is this Brahma's first fight with Ganryujima, it's also the first time Jikundo has been featured in
Yes,
Ganryujima.
first time in Ganryujima, and it was important to have this martial arts also inside Ganryujima because it's famous, because of the famous actor Bruce Lee.
From red side, Pro Wrestling, Japan, Kiyoshi Tamura.
And competing against Brahma is Japanese legend Kiyoshi Pride Assassin Tamura, the pro wrestler.
Exactly. For me, I consider him as one of the best wrestler and fighter in the world because his fight history speaks by itself, and he's a great fighter, real samurai.
I mean, a real samurai, because as you saw in the preview, he's 47 years old, but he's still going at it.
47, always there, always in shape, and make always great fight.
And of course, the first time we saw him fighting Ganryujima was his first fight in almost 7 years.
Yes, he stopped during a long time, but I think the energy of the fight and the energy of the public and all was probably something he missed a lot.
Oh yeah.
So after 7 years, he back, and for Ganryujima is something great because he was one of the greatest in the world, and in Japan, of course, he's like a legend.
Yep. And of course, Stefan, you used to be a fighter, and I'm sure you've spoken to many fighters. One thing I hear from every single one of them is they just can never match the high of being in the ring or being on the mat.
Yeah, this is something they have inside, you know, they have in the heart, so this is very difficult for them, you know, to stop. Because one day you need to stop, but he is still in good shape, you know,
yeah.
so
Definitely.
tonight we will see because the opponent is very young, and yeah, he will take the challenge for sure.
And of course, what's impressive about Jikundo as a fighting style, Bruce Lee himself said Jikundo is all about simplicity. It's just about simple, direct attacks. Efficiency, yeah.
Because they have some punch very strong. Lethal punch, as they call at this time. They have a style that is quick and efficient. We will see.
And of course, Bruce Lee's teacher was the legendary Yip Man, and Yip Man practiced this type of fighting style.
Exactly, yes. They were training with some kind of wood mannequin.
Yes,
The name is Makiwara, something very strange like this, like a robot a little bit.
But that's the Yip Man technique, isn't it? Training with that.
Exactly, yeah. They are usually very quick with the hands, extremely quick.
Very quick.
Yes.
I mean, like most people, I became a huge fan of Bruce Lee after Enter the Dragon, but I just couldn't even see his fists move in that movie.
I think Bruce Lee was probably the person that make the martial arts famous in all the world. Not only the Kung Fu, but all. From him start all, like the Nunchaku, for example, or something like. He make it famous.
Oh, definitely. And just like every other Ganryujima fight that Tamura has been in, this one's got special rules. I believe this one they can engage in ground attacks for.
This one will be special for sure. And don't forget we have 30 seconds on the floor.
Ground attacks, 30 seconds for this fight. And here we go. Tamura versus Brama. Pro Wrestling versus Jikundo.
Nice kick.
Now, it's quite fascinating, isn't it? Because in the last Ganryujima, we had Iron Mike Verginelli, who represented a classically Italian sport, calcio storico. But now we have an Italian fighter representing Jikundo.
Asian sport. Yeah, this is very interesting. Very heavy punch.
Nice little punch by Tamura.
Yeah. For now, they are controlling themselves.
That's interesting.
Level is the same.
Yep.
But we all know that Tamura on the floor is very strong.
Oh, yeah.
He has
He's
a lot
very
of power.
strong.
When he's on the floor, he has a big power.
And as we saw in Ganryujima 4, he can take more than the several punches and
Yes,
still
exactly.
keep coming back
He's
for
very,
more.
very brave and very hard. But for now, he's very clear the fight.
Brama trying to figure out his opponent here.
Yes. Tamura is very focused on the fight, you can see.
He's taking more of a boxing stance this
Yes,
time around,
yes,
isn't
this
he?
time, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
One of the biggest reasons why he lost his fight in Ganryujima 4 was he focused exclusively on pro wrestling. He said he
Always
wanted
on
to
the
fight
floor,
like
yes,
Inoki.
of course.
Yeah.
But I think he improved his technique more now on the ground. So try to strike. You can see.
Oh! Nicely blocked by Tamura, though.
Yes. Very clear fight. Oh, you can see the quick punch like this. Jet Kundo style. Very, very pong pong. Very quick.
Of course, what's fascinating about Jeet Kune Do is there isn't a... Oh,
Both
and they're both out of the ring.
Yes.
Now, what's fascinating about Jeet Kune Do is there isn't a strict set of rules. It's all about learning the basics, but then developing it
Base and developing by yourself.
by yourself.
The more quick as you can.
And Bruce Lee was quite insistent on that, wasn't he?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, here was a man who didn't really enjoy rules, strict
No.
rules when it came to fighting.
Exactly. I'm surprised about Tamura. He has good standing position and he's waiting for punch. This is great.
There
Changed
hasn't-
completely the style.
There hasn't been a single ground attack yet
Yes, yes.
on this one.
But for now, it's very equal. They are controlling each other and all the action are same. This is the Jet Kundo.
we
Two, three
go.
punch in the same time.
It's really fast, sharp,
Fast,
and efficient.
yes, yes, exactly.
Although Tamura dodged those ones nicely.
Oh, beautiful high kick.
Oh, and we got 10 seconds to go in round one.
You can see Tamura very focused.
And here's the thing about Tamura, he's probably about double Brama's age, but
Yes, but
he's
he's
got the
strong,
experience and the
yes,
focus. Yeah.
Was very interesting first round, very, very clear. I was surprised that because Tamura didn't go on the floor, didn't try to wrestling. No, it was very, very clear. Maybe now will change.
We haven't seen a single ground attack yet so far in
No,
this fight.
for now, no. But we have seen nice action. You can see front kick, then two punch. Oh,
Oh, yeah,
that
that one.
Jet Kunde,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. You see, 3 times.
But the thing about Tamura is that 3 punches is nothing for him, right?
No, because he's very, very brave
Yeah.
and very strong. And of course, for sure, he's training hours and hours every day to be in such a shape at this age and also to take the punch. Because I see most of his fight, he doesn't give up, he's very, very strong.
He does not give up, that's for sure.
No, for me, this is a real warrior, and we can see with him at this age that this sport can be for a long time if you have a good life and good way of training and eating and everything. I'm sure that he is careful with everything because he performs on the top. So
Well, of course, one thing they say about fighting is it's a young man's sport, but Tamura has proven them wrong.
no, of course. Let's see the second round.
Okay, so Tamura versus Brama. Round 2, here we go. Okay,
There's the respect.
and they touch gloves.
So let's see Brama. It's very interesting, this fight. I like it.
Definitely, yeah, there's a real focus on technique, isn't there? Oh,
A lot of technique, clear.
Brama going in for a grapple.
Yes.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, there we go. And it looks like Tamura is trying to get him out the ring.
Yes. Oh, very heavy, but not enough.
Okay, oh, Brahma's coming with a series of punches. Oh, boy. Oh, but
Seriously,
Tamura
let's
counters.
see. Oh, he control on the head, but will be hard with Tamura because he has experience. But we have 30 seconds, so we never know.
Yep.
In 30 seconds, you can make a strangulation.
Of
More
course,
efficient.
for this particular fight, the
Oh, you
rules are
can see
special. We have got
very,
a
very
30-second ground attack time. Oh,
You can
yeah.
see Brama, but the experience also, you can see. He take out the arms.
And look at that.
Great.
Tamura let go of that one really well.
Great.
Okay, and both
I
fighters
see a
are back on the
little
ring.
bit Tamura in difficulty on this action. He take few punch, then go on the ground was not so easy. You can see his cut also.
Yep.
So the punch were heavy.
Well, I mean, Brama did land those punches pretty hard.
Yes.
But again, this is Kiyoshi Tamura we're talking about.
So as you know, after it's all a question of confidence. If one feel more confidence one moment, he can change the fight very easy.
Definitely.
But it's clear, it's very clear.
And that's why so many people love Tamura, is that he takes several beatings,
Always,
but he
yes.
never gives up.
Never give up.
Always goes till the end. Oh, boy, and Brama
Very
is
heavy
landing a
from
few
the
punches.
two. Yes.
Tamura trying to counter, but boxing hasn't really been his specialty. He's a pro wrestler.
No. Yes, exactly. Good knee.
Yeah, and the crowd would really like Tamura to
Brama
win this
look
one.
very relaxed on the fight. I mean, he doesn't
Yeah.
force. It's very relaxed.
Oh, a
very
well-placed
heavy
punch
this
to
one,
the
yes.
chest.
Nice kick from Tamura. I'm surprised they don't go in the floor. For me, I was thinking that Tamura will try everything to go in the floor, but not.
Oh, he's changing. A lot of fighters do tend to change their
Yes,
techniques.
because
in
they are
Ganryujima.
changing the way of training, because the Ganryujima rules are different. Nice kick.
Oh,
Nice kick. Heavy punch from Tamura.
and we got less than 10 seconds to
Yes.
go in round 2. Yeah, Tamura can't quite figure out how to attack him.
This is exactly Jet Kundo technique. Very quick.
Oh, yeah, those punches, boy,
Yeah.
they just...
This is the first time we see this. It's true. Since we have the first Ganryujima, first time we see this technique with the double, triple punch. But this is efficient, you can see. This round was very clear, very nice. Me, I feel a little bit Brama was a little bit up.
Definitely. I mean, he's landing way more
Oh,
punches
you
than
see?
Tamura. Yep. And Tamura can't quite seem to get him on the ground. There's only been one ground attack so far. in
Yes,
this
one
match.
ground, but it was controlled by
Brama,
Brama.
yeah.
But after Tamura controlled it, because he was close to be Suffolk, but he take out the hand. This is the experience you can see.
And we are down to the final round of the 4th match, the match of wind in Ganryujima 6.
Will be very excited the last round, I am sure. Because Brama looked very confident. Tamura, he know he has to push, because for sure this is a very close fight. So we'll have a third round, something very spectacular. I am nearly sure.
And both fighters are being called back to the ring, and we're ready to get down to round 3. Now you can tell the crowd is pretty quiet
Yes,
here.
because
Yeah.
this is very special, and I'm
Yep.
sure the audience enjoy the fight for sure.
And they would definitely love for Tamura to win.
Final round.
There we go, final round.
The last one.
Okay, and they touch gloves now.
And now let's see. Brama is very technique, very
He's focused.
yes, focused. No, like very relaxed. This is his style.
Oh!
Yes, another punch, like
Oh, okay, and Tamura goes on the offensive.
big punch. Yes, nice.
Oh, and they're both out.
Both fighter out.
同体
You can see the work of the referee is excellent. Excellent. They control everything.
Yep. As any good referee should, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
They control all the area. So now let's see if Tamura will try to go on the ground, because this is a specialty. And if Brama will
Oh, swings and
work
misses.
the double, triple punch.
Oh. And it looks like Tamura's trying to land a couple kicks over here. Brama eyeing his opponent.
You can see
carefully.
also the different of opposition. Also one is the left hand, the other one is the right hand. So it makes also the fight difference. Tamura is the left.
That's right, their stances are
Yes, yes,
practically the opposite, aren't they?
Nice.
Now it's the final round, but oh, there we go.
Yes. both are trying to control themselves, you know, to not take the hard punch. Let's see. Yes.
The audience is thirsty for some more extreme action.
Yes, yes.
Let's see if
More
we're
action.
gonna
Let's see if we have one now.
Oh, and looks like are we going to get another ground attack?
But Brama is
got
controlling
Tamura
also
on
on the face, you can see. Making a strangulation. We have 30 seconds, so they have the time to work.
Yep. Yeah, that is a firm grip that Brahma's got on Tamura, isn't it?
Yes. Brama is also good in the floor. You see, he's controlling with the leg, so Tamura cannot work.
5、4、3、2、1。
Okay, and both fighters are up again.
Tamura look a little bit more tired now. We can see.
I mean, he's got incredible stamina, but he is 47 years old
Yes,
after
exactly,
all.
yes.
And we're down to the last 10 seconds of the final round.
Nice
Is
punch
there going to
from
be some
Brama.
last-minute action?
Nice punch.
Oh, and that's it.
That's it.
That's the end of the
It
fight.
was a clear fight, a nice fight, very technique.
You can see
Not
the
so
respect
much.
that both fighters have for each other.
Of course, because Tamura is a great man, you know,
Yep.
he's a legend. So for Brama to fight with him, something special. This is full respect. So
This is going to be one fight that Brahma's never going to forget.
no, for sure not. Especially in Japan, the motherland of all this sport. You know? So Japan is considered the country the best for fight sports since always.
Well, they've always been really welcoming of all kinds of fighting styles from around the world.
No, this is the first time.
No, I mean for Kikuno.
Yes, of course. Yes,
yeah.
yes.
But events like Ganryujima are a Japanese invention because of the respect that they have for
Yeah.
martial arts from all around the world.
No, this is what we needed since many, many, many years in the fight world. To have something special that we go back with the art, with the Bushido. And tonight you can see a Ganryujima very special because you have some demonstration of traditional martial arts and also traditional dumping, everything that usually you don't see.
And here we go. Here's the decision.
Decision will be hard to give.
福神、梅木、青、ブラマ、
Okay, we've got one for Brahma,
福神、永瀬、青、ブラマ、
two for Brahma.
So Brama,
福神、
I think
梅
it's
沢
normal. He
青、
was
ブラマ。
better.
Yep.
以上、判定の
By
結果、
unanimous
3対
decision,
0
the
で
winner is Leonardo Ninja Brama.
You can see the respect because
Oh,
for
yeah.
him is maybe the best day of his life as a fighter. And
To
I know
have-
him personally, I am nearly sure. Best day of his life, for sure. He is in Japan, he fights in the more, for me personally, the more beautiful show in the world, and he beat a legend. So what best you can have? Nothing.
Nothing. I mean, let's hope it's not all downhill from here. I mean,
But this is the magic of this new sport. For me, I call it a new sport because I am in this game since always. Since 5 years old, I am in martial arts and all this, and I have never seen this. So for me, it's a luck for me to be there also because I love this, to see this new sport.
and of course here, and that's also the beauty of martial arts, is that we have an Italian fighting a Chinese martial arts style.
Yes, we have. This is incredible because martial arts is worldwide. So it means everybody can practice. You can practice some kushti in Ireland. You can practice some kung fu in Africa. You can practice some karate, of course, everywhere now. Judo is very popular. Most of the martial arts they are practiced everywhere in the world now.
And of course, when it comes to martial arts, the only language you need is body language.
Exactly.
And Leonardo Brama has more than demonstrated that body language. The body language of Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do at today's Ganryujima 6. An
Yes,
incredible,
I am proud.
an incredible
I
show.
am sure.
レオナルド・ブラマ選手に今一度大きな拍手をお送りください。
And the crowd lets off a big round of applause for our new winner, Leonardo Ninja Brama. Well done, Brama.
Well done.
術団体対抗戦2017大将戦青方 MMA 代表ブラジルケビン・ソウザ
From Blue State, MMA, Brazil, Kevin Souza!
All right, fight fans. Welcome to our final fight in the Void category of Ganryujima 6. First, from the blue side, we have got Kevin, the Takedown Souza, an MMA fighter from Brazil.
Yes, traditional MMA fighter. Brazilian are some of the best in the world in MMA. This is a fighter that has a lot of experience, fight in UFC. This is a revenge, as we already speak about. So you can be sure that this fight will be very electric. This is a striker. This is a fighter that has a big punch.
And of course, as some of you know, he knocked out Kikuno in UFC back in
Yes, exactly.
back in 2014.
Yes, in 1 minute and something like this, very short.
1 minute 30 seconds.
Yes, exactly.
Kikuno Katsunori.
From red side, Okinawa Kempo Karate, Japan, Katsunori Kikuno!
And here he is, back for revenge. Katsunori, 4-second knockout Kikuno. So far, the undefeated reigning Ganryujima champion.
Yes, this is our champion. I mean, this is Ganryujima champion, the first one. So tonight it's a big challenge for him after his great win at the All Asian tournament that we do last time, Ganryujima 5. So I am sure that he really won this victory for this revenge in front of his public and in front of all Japan.
And if there's one thing that Kikuno and Souza both excel in, it's knockouts.
Yes, exactly. They are knockout fighters. They are very strong in strike. One is more academic. Kikuno is coming from karate. Even if he has background in MMA, this is a karate specialist. And for me, it's a very good image for karate, especially that karate in 4 years will be Olympic in Japan. So it's very important that this sport is becoming more and more famous also in some show like this.
And of course, it's up to Kikuno to showcase just how strong Okinawan Kempo Karate is by defeating his opponent. But is it going to be doable?
This will be difficult and this will be a hard fight. There is also a big difference of size that what is for the striker give them a little bit more advantage.
Souza is 14 centimeters taller than Kikuno. Yeah.
He's very tall. But Kikuno is a puncher. I mean, he's a one fighter with one punch, one down. So
one well-placed punch from Kikuno can knock you out.
Exactly.
But at the same time, Souza has got an incredible number of knockouts. He went pro in 2009.
Probably all, yes.
And since
all
then,
the
he's
fight
racked
win.
up 14 knockouts.
Yes, exactly. He's like something 82% of the fight
Yep.
he win him by knockout with a strike, with punch, kick.
So Ganryujima caters to a fighter like Souza, which is strike-based, standing-based.
And this is something very important that Ganryujima could put a revenge like this in Ganryujima style, because it's not so easy to convince MMA fighter, professional one, to come in other sport. But the success, so this is, we can say congratulations to Mr. Tanikawa to make this, yes, because it's not so easy.
Well, I mean, he's got incredible persuading power, I think.
Yes.
I mean, he was able to put on quite a show today, not just with the fights, but with all the demonstrations, the opening act that we witnessed. The man lives and breathes martial arts.
Exactly.
And here we go, the final fight of this evening, Kikuno versus Souza.
Let's see.
It's probably going to end in a knockout. The question is, who is going to do the knocking out?
Kikuno always the same style, with the hand, karate style.
Very nice, compact, strong style. Souza's a
Sometimes in fight like this, the 4-5 first punch make the difference between two puncher.
Now you saw in the video when you saw Kikuno practicing, he was practicing against sticks with boxing gloves.
Yes, this is some technique like this. Yes.
Those were the Souza arms.
For the
basically.
moving, yes. Because Souza is very tall, you can see.
Mm-hmm. He's got the advantage when it comes to arm length and leg length, and Kikuno has to be able to deal with that.
As you see, Kikuno is karate style. Stay always a little bit more small, you can see. Anyway, for the right punch.
He's patiently watching Souza
Very
move.
patient, yes. And we have again an opposition of left and right. But now Kikuno change of guard, you can see.
Souza is watching Kikuno very well as well.
Yeah, because you see.
Oh, and that's a punch from Kikuno.
Yeah, strong one.
Oh,
Heavy kick.
that was a pretty heavy kick.
But Souza is tall, but he's playing small. You can see that
He's going more compact
yes,
with
exactly.
this fight, isn't he?
Yes. He doesn't use his size at the moment, but we will see.
Well, that could be a disadvantage in this case.
Maybe it's the strategy, because they know each other. They fight already together, and plus they fight after, so they could see other fight. Yeah.
So far, evenly matched.
Oh, again.
And there does it! He
That's it.
does it! Kikuno lands that punch and knocks Souza out! And he got his revenge. Incredible! Kikuno remains an undefeated Ganryujima champion. That was just beautiful
He's
to
still
watch.
our champion, and really great. I tell you, sometimes the 4-5 first punch, and he didn't give many. Maybe it was the third or the fourth, but really heavy.
But that's just how Kikuno has won every fight so far. It's just one well-placed punch.
This is the puncher. This is a real puncher. Look,
bam, right there.
He can
and it's
beat
over.
everybody. I mean, when I say everybody, it's mean on his weight division, he is able to beat everybody by KO.
Oh,
Personally, I think this is a great image for the Ganryujima champion. This is our champion, and I'm very proud to have this Kikuno as the champion of Ganryujima. And tonight he take revenge, and in plus with incredible KO.
In UFC, Souza knocked him out about a minute and a half into the first round. Now Kikuno's done exactly the same here.
You can see also now that all the audience, the doctor and everything is clear, many doctors.
Yep.
But Souza is okay, for sure. He
Safety
was already
first.
stand up, yes.
Yep. And of course, Souza's a professional fighter. He's going to, but it seems like he got hit pretty hard. They've taken him away
Yes,
on
they
the
take him
stretcher.
like this because for security is always better, you know. He could move because he was stand up already, but for security is better like this. They make good work. This is better.
Well, it's this focus on the fighter's safety. I mean, the fighters can really feel at home. And
I think we have our star now. It's mean after Ganryujima 6, we can say now Kikuno is our star.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
This
the
is a great
4-second
fighter.
knockout.
He's really strong.
He has become the Ganryujima fighter to beat.
Yes.
And in future Ganryujima tournaments, you know everyone's going to try to challenge him.
And as I say before, this is hazard, I think, because nothing is calculated like this. But this is good because it's come from karate. That is a Japanese martial arts very famous in all the world. And in plus will be Olympic in Tokyo. So the calculation by the hazard is better. It's incredible because it was not an easy fight for him.
No, definitely. I'm sure Kikuno went into it with a lot of pressure, just feeling like But you know, he said an interesting thing in the interview. He said, you know, I think when samurai were about to go into battle, they never thought to themselves, I don't want to die, because then they probably got killed. They went into battle knowing there's a very real possibility they may get struck down. So Kikuno goes into battle with exactly the same mentality, that he could very well lose, but he's going to give it everything he's got.
But he always gives everything, and you can see he is very heavy puncher. Really strong. He will be very difficult to beat. He can beat everybody.
And once again, the Ganryujima champion and reigning Ganryujima champion, Katsunori, 4-second knockout Kikuno. Congratulations.